should be. You know, the first 2 fights was excellent, so third fight should be great. So you know, I'm ready to whatever he brings. I'm ready. I know he's ready for me, so it's gonna be a great fight.
Now you guys battles haven't been for the weak-hearted, man. You guys usually stand in the ring and bang. You expecting that same thing this time around?
I'm expecting whatever he brings to the table. You know, I'm ready for whatever. I've been training. I have a great training camp, and I'm ready.
Do you guarantee that there's going to be a knockout in a fight like this?
I cannot guarantee that, but you know, it's possible because the way we fight, we both go at it. You know, we both trade like in the middle, trading and punches. So it could be, but you know what? I'm not concentrating on that. But I believe he's not either. We're gonna go out there and just do a great fight and give their fans what they want.
Is there a chance, Brandon, this could be both of your last fights?
Is there a chance? It could be. You know, I think the winner goes up, the loser might go down, and it could be the end of his career. You know, because for me, honestly, and I'm not thinking like it, but to me, I already said it. Maybe if I lose again, I might just say quit boxing. I made my money and just say quit, fuck it. But at the end of the day, you know, that's not on my mind. I'm going out there and I'm gonna do what I do best and come out with the winner and come out victorious.
Now, Brandon, 66-5, one tie between both you guys. What do you anticipate on the 24th of January? Nothing but a war? I mean, you guys like each other, but at the same time, this is a fight.
Yeah, definitely. I have no hate against Alvarado. It really depends what kind of fight he's gonna turn out to be in the first round. You know, it really depends. It could be a war. It could just be like the second fight. But this time, we're ready for both. We're ready for both. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. And I just can't wait either. I'm curious too. See what type of fight's gonna be the 24th.
How long have you been in town now, adapting to the elevation here in Colorado?
I've been in town already for 30 days. You know, well, I just posted up like I've been here for 2 weeks ago, but you know, I've been here for 30 days already. Actually, I've been staying in Greeley, Colorado, with a great friend of mine, Arturo Corral, Empire Production. He built the gym for me and he kept it private at his pad. So you know, thanks to him and his family for welcoming us to his house and everything. So you know, I'm well prepared and well conditioned and ready. The altitude's not going to affect me in this fight. I'm ready.
Mike got into a little bit of trouble. Might be getting into some more trouble here. Do you see him coming extra hard because of that? Do you see it as a distraction for you?
Oh no, man. You know what? I've been in that position before too. You know, everybody's a screw up. Everybody's a fuck up. You know, I was one of those guys too, and I'm still am if my wife doesn't keep keep me calm down. You know, if I still be going back to Kansas, I'd probably be in jail still. But you know, it is what it is. The way it happened, You know, at the end of the day, they caught him with the possession of a weapon. Who doesn't have a gun in the car?
Me? I don't have one. I don't have one.
You should be ashamed. They caught him with the gun in his car. So who doesn't have a gun in the car? And on that, they didn't say he was drunk. So you know, he's been training. It just happened, man. It's just a little thing that happened. There's nothing wrong about it.
Is it disappointing to you that kind of had to happen to him so close to the fight, and now that's?
Not really. You know, it'll be disappointing if the fight didn't happen. Then I'll be mad. But you know what? The fight would happen. You know, he got out. He's okay. Like I said, at the end of the day, it happens, man. Mike is Mike. Brandon's Brandon. So we're both gonna come out and we're gonna be ready for this fight.
Brandon, I love your style because you're not afraid to say whatever the hell's on your mind. But be honest, do you have to be a little crazy to be a professional fighter?
No, not really. I've just been crazy all my life. That's just who I am. I don't try to fake the funk, you know, I say what's on my mind. And whatever comes to my mind first, that comes out of my mouth. So I don't fake the funk, like I said. That's just who I am.
But to be in this business, I mean, you, Mike, anybody in this business, man, you know, because this is, you get in a ring, you got to have something to get in a ring with another man.
Honestly, not really, because look at De La Hoya. De La Hoya's not crazy until he retired from boxing, then he came crazy. But no, it's not really that, you know. It's just people. Some people are born crazy. Some people are just crazy. Some people are not. You know, it doesn't really mean that you have to be crazy to be a fighter and win fights. Not really.
I'm glad you said that, Brandon, because I want to get your opinion on this. You've been in the ring with some of the best top guys in the sport, and now this is your third time with Alvarado. Where does he stack up?
Stack up like how?
Against some of the other top competitors that you've been against.
Well, you know, I've been with Pacquiao, man. Come on, Pacquiao is fucking one of the best in the world. You know, he really. When I fought Pacquiao, I fought 3 Pacquiaos. I felt like I was fighting an octopus. But at the end of the day, you know, Pacquiao was just very experienced. You know, he was very good and very fast and just awkward. fighting Alvarado was great because we have the first 2 you seen, it was excellent. So you know, it just Alvarado stacks up there too. You know what I mean? I can say he's number 2 because Pacquiao was number 1, of course, and Alvaro was number 2. And when I won world title, of course, that's fucking way up there too. You know? My first time winning world champion, that's up there. So at the end of the day, you know, we're ready for number 3.
As a boxing fan, do you want to see Pacquiao fight Mayweather?
Of course, everybody wants to see that fight. You know, everybody wants to see that fight. Actually, I want to see that fight so I can fight in that fight, hopefully. That's why I want to see that fight. But you know what? Yeah, that's promotion problems. I don't get into that. I don't put my nose where it don't belong. You know what I mean?
Now, your last fight against Diego Chavez, obviously you ended up winning, but what do you take from that fight, and how do you use that to your advantage against Mike Alvarado?
Don't take that much time out of the gym. You know, during that fight, you know, I took so many, after the Pacquiao fight, you know, I just took 8 months without doing nothing. You know, before I used to be in the gym right away. After 2 weeks, I'm in the gym. But this time, I actually took the whole 8 months off, and I just prepared myself for like 2 or 3 months before the fight. So, you know, it was just, I was out of shape. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I wasn't in the best shape. No, I was heavy, I was out of shape, I wasn't going into that fight, you know, I felt good, but I think honestly, mentally, I wasn't there yet still. But in this fight, after that fight, you know, right away I went back into the gym and I feel great. And I know I'm mentally and physically ready for this fight. But that's not the way I wanted to win after coming back after performing for Pacquiao. You know? It's not the way I wanted to win, but a win is a win, but still it's not the way I wanted to win. So I'm here to make a statement and to show and to all the haters and all the doubters, all the reporters, everybody that talk bad about me, I'm going to shut them up and tell them, when you talk bad about me, you guys are going to realize, don't ever do it again.
You got a prediction for the 24th of January?
I'm going out there and I'm just going to do my best and come out victorious.
Do you have a gun in your car?
I have a gun with me. It's locked and loaded.
He's strapped. That's good stuff, dude. You're fun. You're fun. You're fun to talk to, man.
Hey, Brandon, awesome. Going back to the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, it's reported Mayweather will make $120 million for that fight. What would Brandon Rios do with $120 million?
Fuck. You want to see me here? I'll probably be somewhere off. Fuck, I don't know, dude. I'll be somewhere dead, probably. I was party hard, probably. I don't know. But, you know, that's a lot of money, man. Hey, even the 80 million that Pacquiao, 90, whatever he's gonna make, that's still a lot of money. That's shit, dude. Give me that money, man. I wish I wrote that money. Hey, at the end of the day, you know, like I said, smart people have smart, good business people behind them. So I'm very pleased. I have a great promoter behind me, Bob Arum, and and especially my man, Cameron Duncan. Oh, he's one of the best in the world, and he gives me everything I deserve. So I appreciate to those guys. And that's probably why.
I'll bring him in.
only half kidding.
I'll put a change request in.
We'll get you the Ducati light. Right here.
My 1-year-old is getting big already. But my 1-year-old is the most disciplined girl out of my other 2. She listens very well, and you know, I miss my kids, man. I'm a family guy, and my wife's doing good. She works. She's a working lady. She's a very working lady. And what can I say? You know, when I come over here, it's time to work.
I hear you. 5 kids to keep you busy, huh?
5 kids. Yeah, I got 11-year-old, 8-year-old, 4-year-old, 2-year-old, and 1-year-old.
That's
you know,
visit time. So Marcus is a little fighter too?
No, man. Actually, he's not, man. He's more of a wrestler, soccer player. He does other stuff. He's not a fighter.
Nice, nice. So after 19 rounds with Mike, you know, it's obvious after the exchanges, but Mike preferred to move a little more in the second fight, kind of stay away from those exchanges. So is the plan to cut off the ring, try to get him into that phone booth and try to see what happens from there?
You know what happened in the second fight, you know, I think I came in too cocky, kind of. I figured I was just going to knock him out because what happened in the first fight. So, you know, I didn't follow the game plan. I just got hard-headed. So in this fight, I'm going to put my ego aside, and I've been listening to the instruction of the corner man. Excuse me. I've been listening to the instruction of the corner man, and be disciplined, and whatever he brings, what type of fight he wants to fight, I'm ready for it. So if he feels like he's going to have to move more, I'm ready for that. If he feels like he wants to trade with me, you know I'm always ready for that.
Yeah. Okay, you know, I've noticed that in the Chavez fight. You know, I saw the boxing coming back a little bit, the technique. You know, over 200 amateur fights, the boxing's there. So we'll be able to see Bam Bam come back to trying to get back to those roots of the beautiful combinations of boxing.
That's exactly what you're gonna see in this fight. You know, like I said, I just got too confident, and I figured I could knock her out, so I got too confident with my power. I just kept trying to look for every punch for one punch knockout, and which it wasn't that, you know. So in this fight, you know, I'm letting my hand go. I'm more loose and more relaxed on my upper body. My arms are more like I feel like the combinations are there again, and I'm bringing the old days back. You know, coming back to my old self. The one that brought me to the top, that's the guy's come back.
Excellent, excellent. So finally, what did you learn from the Pacquiao fight that going forward could, you know, I know you said on record as saying there was 2 Pacquiaos, right, the speed. What did you learn from being in there with Pacquiao that will help you going forward in future fights?
Now, if you want to
be confident, but don't be overconfident. You know, be confident, but don't be a cocky confident. That's what I think. That's what it was me. I was being a cocky confidence. You know, I was saying all kinds of stupid shit what I shouldn't be saying. You know, Pacquiao is one of the greats in the world, and he had fought their best out there. So you know, it does suck. You know what happened in that fight. But what I'll take back from that fight is fight the way I fight, and just go out there and just be ready. Be ready again. This time, fight my fight.